I was like 4 minutes into recording this video when I just realized I forgot to mention at the start of the video the reason why we're making this build, and low key also the most clickbait part to this build, which happens to be, ayo, what it do YouTube, it's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today happens to be the best James Harden build on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. Now, I will not lie to you, this is the shiftiest build you will make in this game, just because when you see the ball handling, which comes at a 90 plus, the 3-point shooting, which comes at an 86 plus, as well as the mid-range, which comes at a high enough clip, with a high ability of getting contact dunks, and of course, the finishing of a god, this build is unstoppable. Now, I will not lie, we are making this build on the back end of us having promised to make it after we made that Kawhi Leonard build, especially because James Harden was traded from the Sixers to the Clippers in order to reunite with, Russell Westbrook, as well as go back to LA. Now, the version of this build that I will be making is a shooting guard, just because that's the position James has played majority of his career in the NBA. I do know he is a combo guard, meaning he plays point and shooting, but I really do believe the reason he plays point nowadays is he's highly ball dominant and he's more effective on the ball than he is off the ball. Now, to start off with, as I said, it is a shooting guard build. We will be going with a 6'5" frame because that's what he comes in at, as well as 220 pounds. I believe his wingspan's about 6'10", 6'11", so we decided to round it up at 6'11". And then when it comes to the attributes, we're going to take a sec because I do got to say a special shout out to all of you for all the support you've been showing to the channel. It is highly appreciated. Last night, before I started to set up for this video in order to record it, I noticed a bunch of you were watching the video, so I do got to say thank you. It really does help a lot. You watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing them, dropping comments, and doing all that stuff helps me benefit in how I can improve the content in regards to hopefully finding someone to edit the videos, as well as just generally improving the equipment used to record the videos as we record it on the capture card. But I do gotta say, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to share the video because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting us more seen. Drop a comment down below telling me any other builds you want to see, as well as if you're telling me any criticisms or benefits of the build, please explain how you change it, as well as if you have a version of the build that you think is better than what I did, drop it down below in the comments as well. I do want to see these. And lastly but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. I am trying to get to like 10k subs, and low-key it's not possible without all of you. Also, let's get this video to at least 30 likes. Now, to start off with, when it came to this build, I want to get the physicals out the way. Started off with maxing out the stamina, putting the vertical up to a 70 because it means we get pro contact dunks. It doesn't mean we get those off 1 and 2, but it does mean we get those off backdoor cuts on alley-oops. Strength, put it up to a 60 so we could get some fearless finisher as well as physical handles. And then, of course, strength and excel. These two are the key parts to how shifty the build could be, because you need the excel at least an 83 and the speed at least an 82 to be able to get hyperdrive at gold, as well as blow by, fast feet, spot finder. Like for those, you need gold. Okay, fast feet you don't get a gold, but yeah, don't worry about it. Now, to start off with the finishing, as most of you know, James Harden happens to be one of the nicest at finishing around the rim. He has a nice touch, especially close to the rim when it comes to his driving capabilities. So we went with an 80 on the driving layup, which of course means that we get fearless finisher, slithery finisher, acrobat bunny at silver, along with flow game and scooper at gold. And then when it came to the driving dunk, we decided to put this all the way up to an 84 because it does mean that we get the capabilities of getting those alley-oop contact dunks as well as bronze posterizer. Now, I do know if we manage to squeak a few points out here and there, we might be able to get it at least an 86 to get that silver posterizer, but of course you need that vertical, which we won't be able to get. So, hey, it is what it is. Now, that rounds up the finishing as far as it stands for now. Next thing to look at would happen to be the ability to knock down jump shots. Now, obviously, with the James Harden build, you want to be able to at least get gold blinded, so we decided to go with an 89 when it came to the mid-range jump shot because he is highly effective at mid-range, even though a lot of his shots over the past few years have been a lot of step-back threes, a lot of sides-up threes, a lot of in-and-outs into threes, but we decided to go with an 89 on the mid-range and then 86 on the three-ball, which allows us to get that silver age in threes. There's no need to really get limitless range at a high enough clip because as much as people would love to say to you, oh, James Harden has the ability to really extend his range, which he does, he rarely does, so you only need it at an 86 on the three-ball. When it came to the free throw, I left this at a 75 because of how I was burning points. And then pass accuracy wise, this is where I had to slack a little bit because to make a James Harden build, especially an offensively heavy one with a little bit of defense, you need to slack somewhere, and I figured pass accuracy was the one place because James is known as he has an ability to move the ball around the floor, but he's not one of the greatest passers to have ever played the game. That's more like the guys like Steve Nash, Jason Kidd. You got the J. Wills in and out there. You got the Chris Pauls, but that's not James Harden's game. So we decided to go to 77 on the pass accuracy. When it came to the ball handle, put this all the way up to a 92 because we wanted to get a majority of the badges at gold. And then speed with the ball, put this up to an 83 as well because it does mean that we get gold blow by, hyperdrive, and triple strike. Now, speed booster is one of those things that you usually won't get at gold only because it requires a lot of accelerated speed, ball handle, and speed with ball. So I decided to leave it at silver. And then when it came to the defensive side of things, I wanted to give this build the ability to play some defense. So we decided to go to 79 when it came to the perimeter defense because you can see it means that we get silver, off-ball pest, workhorse, ankle braces, as well as a bronze on clamps, challenger, 94 feet, fast feet, and pick dodger. Now, in my personal opinion, this happens to be one of the nicest Harden builds because firstly, you get the finishing capabilities with a high driving layup, which of course, as I said before, means silver slithery, fearless finisher, acrobat, aerial wizard, bunny, whistle, which of course is the James Harden, and then of course you get gold, two-step, and spin cycle. Obviously I would have liked to get these a lot higher. When I do think about it, we could easily reduce the driving dunk down to maybe an 80, boost up the finishing at the rim, or yeah, you know, we'll do it this way. We'll boost up the driving layup to an 84, leaving the driving dunk at an 80. That does mean you don't get the contact dunks, but it also means that you get the capabilities of being able to at least be the finishing god that James Harden is with his ability to finish with both hands. Now this means you get Hall of Fame spin cycle, two-step of course, and then gold bunny and gold giant slayer, acrobat, float game, and of course Hall of Fame pro touch and scooper. Shooting wise, decided to go at an 89 on the mid-range because as I said, we needed to get at least gold blinders on this build, as well as silver deadeye, gold catch and shoot, gold guard up, space creator. Space creator, the Hall of Fame, is one of those badges that you might want to consider, but then again, if you do go for it, you got to strip off either. You're going to have to strip it off the 3-ball and put it on the mid-range because that's the easiest way to get it. And then, of course, you get gold claymore, spot finder, corner specialist, open looks, which are necessary badges. And then, of course, silver agent 3s and bronze limitless range. Now, pass accuracy, as we said, we kept it kind of low, but we do get bronze needle threader, silver dimer, relay passer, special delivery, along with bronze pro touch passer and silver break starter. And then the 92 ball handle allows us the capabilities of getting gold blow by, handles for days, unpluckable ankle breaker, triple strike, of course with bronze physical handles, and then we get gold hyperdrive and triple strike as again. But yeah, and then defensively, of course, you're not a slouch, but as you can see, this happens to be one of the best James Harden builds in the game. Now, the players that we do get in the shades of for this build happen to be none other than, we don't get James Harden, which is kind of annoying, but we do get Larry Hughes, Austin Reeves, Tyler Hero. These are the most watered down versions of James Harden, but trust me, the name of the build is a shot creating 3-level threat, which makes a whole lot of sense because that is James Harden's ability and his playstyle. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And lastly but not least, don't forget to turn post notifications on and drop a comment down below telling me any other builds you're gonna see us make on the channel. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.